إن الحمد لله إن الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله الأنبياء والمرسلين. Assalamu alaikum rahmatullahi barakatuh. I welcome everyone to this webinar in the middle of the week. It's a great sign that we have already so many people taking the time on a weeknight and joining the session. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant each one of you and everyone that is desiring of Hajj Baitullah this year a Hajj and then a Hajj Mabrur when they return back, inshallah. Okay, let me just quickly go through the presentation, inshallah. Okay, so we just went through the first phase of the package sale. The first phase was about the country quota. Okay, it was limited to the country quota for each country. For example, the US was around 3,500, UK was 3,500, France was a little bit around 6,000, so forth and so forth. And this is dependent on the Muslim population in each country. So in the phase one, it was limited to the quota from each country. So we exhausted the quota. As per the stat released, 30,000 packages were booked in the phase one. Okay. Approximately, it lasted about 2 hours, maybe a little bit over 2 hours. There was a virtual queue that was established this year. This is something new that was not done before. I will explain that in a little bit. All Al-Kabsh packages are sold out. Okay, you might find one or two here when people decide to cancel out, which I hope none of you do this. Okay, so other than that, Al-Kabsh camp is basically sold out. Okay, but there are still lots of good packages available, and I will review some of them, inshallah. Okay, now phase two. Phase two is expected to be end of this week, maybe this Saturday, maybe this Sunday, but we don't have an exact date and time. It has not been released to us, but we are expecting it to be around that period of time. Okay. Now, the global visa, basically what we are expecting is what happens is they take the visas that is left over in some countries. In some countries where the quota is assigned by country, they don't consume all the visas there. So what ministry does is it collects all that leftover visas. Generally, it's about 15 to 20,000 visas are left over. Okay, so those visas are collected and then it is opened up for the entire Nusuk countries. Okay, as like so, it is not a country specific. So the entire 15 20,000 visas will be available for grab by all the countries basically when they open up the phase two. Now, we're still waiting for details about phase two. Will the phase two be global or will it be somewhat limited to some countries that still haven't used the quota? Okay, we don't know that, but we are expecting the phase two will be a global visa basically. Okay, meaning everybody in the Nusuk country will be eligible to get a package. Okay, so as long as those packages are available, inshallah. Um, Again, we still do expect a virtual queue. Okay, that's what we are expecting. Let's just wait and see how things go, inshallah ta'ala. Now, let's before we get into the detail about preparing for the phase two, let's kind of also bring our folks, the people who are still waiting for verification. I want to give them a little bit of guidance. Okay, continuously keep checking your account for any notification under the bell icon. Many times people do call me and said, my account is not verified, but they don't know about the bell icon. Please, you got to continuously keep checking for this bell icon on the top right of your account. When you log into your account, you will see this one. So you need to keep checking this one. Refresh your account by changing some data that's not relevant. Like for example, go and change where there's a field about the flight data information, what flight, etc. Go and change that flight to something different because it's an irrelevant data right now. So what it does is it refreshes your account and sometimes it ends up bringing it to the top of the queue for verification. Call Nusuk at this number, okay? But do not expect them to pick up the phone as we are used to within 5-10 rings. It doesn't happen, okay? The demand is very high. I don't know how many people they have available. So the best thing is call them and be patient. Don't hang up for 10-15 minutes. We have found that people who are patient, they do answer. And we have also gotten the feedback from people. When they do talk to some Nusuk representative, they are very helpful. Okay. Allah Alam, we are hoping that they are. So be patient, stay on the line for even if it is 10, 15, 20 minutes. Don't hang up. As long as the phone is ringing, stay on the line. Okay. It is a toll number. It's not a toll-free number. So you will end up paying the cost when the phone is answered. You will get charged for it. Try to quickly resolve any issues that Nusuk identifies. Okay. In most cases, the issue is with the picture, the personal picture. We have shared this again and again. What are the minimum requirements? It has to be a black background, it has to be straightforward, and it has to be from a little bit shoulder to the head, a little bit above the head. The face has to be in the middle of the picture. We are finding that in many cases it's not, and then the background, some people have it different color, some people have it gray color. It has to be pure white. Okay, they are, and then the other thing is you have to be looking straight into the camera. Okay, they are looking to make sure the eyes are visible. This year, as we have shared many times, Nusuk is very particular about the picture. So please follow the instructions and make sure you take care of it. E-wallet. E-wallet is another big issue. People are still finding that they are having problem funding it, and they get into this loop of the bank saying, no, it cannot be done. If we are not seeing the transaction, it's an issue on Nusuk. Please understand that this is not a Nusuk issue. Okay, it is absolutely not a Nusuk issue. But here are a few hints basically. For the middle name, either use your middle initial, put NA for not available, or put your full first name. Okay, those are the three possible options that we have seen working best. Due to the short time, we do not recommend bank transfer. Bank transfer can take 5 to 10 days. And since we are expecting the phase 2 this weekend, we don't want people to be using bank transfer if possible. If correct information has been provided and the transaction fails, this is most probably with the credit card company or bank. See, what happens is because the merchant is based out in the Middle East, especially Saudi Arabia, many of the banks, okay, block it as a fraud. Now, they don't block it at the customer service level where the customer service person will be able to see it. It is a much, much, much deeper where the transaction doesn't even come to the bank. The transaction is not even allowed to come into the bank. It is rejected even before it comes. That's why when you call their customer service, they cannot see the transaction because the bank, the credit card institution has blocked it much, much before it even enters. As soon as they see the bank is based out of a certain country, it is blocked right there. Okay, that's why the transaction doesn't even come. And the fraud department keeps saying, we don't see the transaction. And people get frustrated. They think it's a Nusuk. It is not Nusuk. Okay. Please contact the fraud department of the Visa section, okay, or the MasterCard section. Do not waste time talking to the customer service of your credit card. You need to ask them, give me the fraud department of the Visa, okay, the fraud of the Visa department, okay, that's where you want to get to. And then insist that these failures have been resolved by many other banks. I mean, we have found that many banks, they go deeper in, and then they find out, yes, there is a block. Stay on the line with them while if they say that everything has been cleared, stay on the line. If the transaction doesn't go through, ask them to look deeper. That's the only way. Nusuk is a merchant, okay? No merchant will have a block. Merchants never block anything. As long as this is against the business policy because they want the money. So the merchant will never block or reject a transaction. Blocking or rejection happens at the credit card provider, which is the bank or this one. So please understand that when you talk to them, let them know that hundreds of thousands of people have already been successful in this one of doing the transaction using the credit card. So please do not waste time calling Nusuk, creating a ticket with Nusuk. You gotta insist at the credit card level. That's the only thing, as long as you have provided the correct information. Okay, phase 1, as we saw, 30,000 seats have been booked based on this thing. Rawaf had a pretty good share of this, alhamdulillah. Al-Kafsh camp sold out. Very large number of packages are still available. Expectation is that a little bit before the sales window opens, we don't know exactly when, maybe a day before or so, we expect that the Nusuk will allow us to go and reconfigure our package. Okay. Why do you need to reconfigure a package? Because the package that we had in our mind might be sold out. Or when you look at the package list, you might find that the availability for that package is very low. You don't want to waste your time on that one. Okay. Look for packages that have a high availability, even if you have to adjust a little bit. Okay, even if you have to adjust a little bit, even if you have to come down from luxury to premium. By the way, in the Rawaf packages, 101, which is a luxury package with Al Muassam camp, is still available, pretty highly available. So if you are interested in luxury, look for that one. But also look for other lower packages, because our goal should be to perform the Hajj. At this point in time, only Al Muassam is available, right? So at this point in time, look for anything and everything possible that will give you the success of getting the Hajj package. That should be our goal at this point in time. All packages at this point, if you go into the Nusuk, it'll say reach capacity. It doesn't mean that package is sold out. Okay. When the package is sold out, it probably, we expect that Nusuk will even take it off. Okay. All that it is saying right now is, I know a better term could have been used, but unfortunately, this is what Nusuk is doing. They are putting reach full capacity. All that means is right now, no visas are available. That's all that means. Basically, they are saying we don't have any visas available in the Nusuk until ministry releases the global quota. From Nusuk's perspective, no visas are available, meaning that's why it has reached the capacity. Okay, so just be aware of this one. Now, anyone waiting to book a package, please keep your spirit up. Do not start getting frustrated, anxious. Continue with the same energy, eagerness, and enthusiasm, the three E's: energy, eagerness, and enthusiasm. We are not going to give up. We are not going to give up until we come back and tell you all the visas are gone, no more sales booking. Even then, you should still keep trying. The reason is because there are some people who will end up canceling their package. That will immediately become, and as long as the first person grabs it, gets it. Okay. So keep the same energy level, enthusiasm, and eagerness. We will continue. I mean, the whole Rawaf team, including all of us, will be here to stand by you, guide you, and help you throughout the whole process. Do not withdraw funds from the e-wallet. Please don't do this, okay? Because you will end up hurting yourself, because there are some people sometimes get frustrated, upset, etc., and withdraw the fund. And then they realize, oh my God, I didn't mean to do this. I want to try. What did I do? But the problem is, once you click on that withdrawal and you accept all the conditions, your funds is in the withdrawal space. That means it's taken out of the e-wallet, and it may not immediately come to you. But now, if you want to get back into the game, you'll have to fund your e-wallet again with additional funds while you're waiting for the funds to come back. Okay. So if you had funded with 40,000 and by whatever reason that you withdrew it, now you'll have to put an additional 40,000 while the withdrawal is in the process. Okay. So please don't do that. Just be patient for a few more weeks, inshallah. Inshallah, in those few more weeks, inshallah, you'll get the Hajj package, inshallah. Now, review the list of available packages and adjust your preference list. Very, very important. Now, you can get to the available packages if you go into the Rawaf Global under linktree.com, linktree.com/Rawaf Global. If you scroll down, you will see live spreadsheet. That's basically the same link I'm giving here. This is also the QR code, but you can also go through the Rawaf's main page, and you can see this one. Look through it. Look for things that are highly available. Look for a gateway that may not be close to you. So, point is, at this point in time, the phase one is over. Now, for the phase two and possibly three, you should be willing to adjust a little bit. You should be willing to adjust a little bit. If your most preferred 5 top packages are not available, or if their availability level is low, look for the next 5 possibly. Okay. The name of the game is to get the Hajj package. Just bear that in mind. That is what we are after right now. Now, the lessons learned. Okay, the first thing that we learned was there is a virtual queue that they are implementing. Virtual queue is basically what they are doing is they are, when you bring up hajj.nusuk.sa, they are immediately putting you in a virtual queue, even before login. Okay, even before login, they are saying we are going to see whoever comes in first, brings up the browser with the hajj.nusuk.sa. We'll put their IP. It's an IP that they put it into a virtual queue, and they're kind of building up their queue with all the people that are ready. So when they're ready to open up the sale, they allow you to log in at that point in time. Okay. So what's our recommendation? Try to log into Nusuk at least an hour or two before. Not log in, bring up the hajj.nusuk.sa because you cannot log in. Okay. And then at least get into the queue. Okay. And most probably the site will place you into a virtual queue, which we expect this one. Do not close the browser, because if you close the browser, you lose it. If you close the browser, you get out of the queue basically. Do not close the browser. Do not do the backspace in the browser. Just stay in the browser. Just stay put on the browser. Now, our recommendation also is do not do multiple devices. Why? Unless you have multiple different people's accounts. The reason is be considerate of the other people, because if you have multiple devices, multiple IPs get into the queue, then you take up three spots instead of one spot, then the fourth, fifth person, they end up becoming the fourth, fifth instead of being second and third. Okay. Remember, we are one big family. Hajj is about community. Okay. It is not you or me alone. We are all one family. One browser is all you need. Don't worry about it. I mean, queue is a queue. Okay. So if you get through in that queue, you are golden. You are ready to log in and you're ready to look at packages, and inshallah, ready to get the package also, inshallah. Now, one other thing that we saw was when you go through the configuration and the purchasing doesn't necessarily tell you that it has completed. It'll do the processing and suddenly it was disappearing, okay? Making you feel that the purchasing has failed. It has not gone through. So people, in their eagerness, they go and try to empty the cart, cannot empty the cart, okay? The reason behind this is what we found out was most probably the booking is either in the processing or it has processed. That's the reason it's telling you there's nothing to empty from the cart. Okay, because your package, alhamdulillah, is being processed. Okay, so in that case, what you should best do is if you're unable to empty the cart, if you cannot empty the cart, you cannot configure the other package. Just be patient. Don't get anxious. Don't get frustrated. Okay. Just be patient. Keep checking your email. Keep checking your itinerary under under your profile in the account. Inshallah, what this basically means is your package, you are about to complete the purchase of the package. That's what it generally means. Now, one thing that we learned was when you are in a group, like, being in our Zoom session, it was energizing each other. People are helping each other. People are encouraging each other. And when there was a need, people who got the package, they were ready to jump in and help other people who were looking for a package. So our recommendation is join our Zoom session. We have a separate Zoom session for our group, but Rawaf also has a Zoom session. Join one or the other, because when you are with the rest of the people, your adrenaline is running. Okay, you are encouraged to not to give up, because it gets frustrating. But when you are in a group, it keeps keeping your energy up and up and up, inshallah ta'ala. So what we also request is, remember, I keep saying this, we are one big family. You got a package, alhamdulillah, but join the Zoom session so that you can encourage the others to not give up. Maybe you will have some tips for them. Okay. Hey, this is what I did when I was configuring the package. Why don't you do this? Why don't you try it? So join the Zoom session. Be there. Be there. Okay. Be there as a family member. Okay. Inshallah ta'ala. And in our phase one, I will tell you there were several people that jumped in and helped with their Nusuk logins. We had breakout rooms from our Zoom, and they went off into the session. They were helping each other. So please join the session, inshallah ta'ala. Quick configuration of custom flights. Now, what we did find was, now, although we still don't encourage custom flights, but we found that the experience with custom flights was much better this year than last year. Okay. So we still do recommend that you avoid the custom flight, because the custom flights will add up 2-3 minutes, and no matter how well it functions, it adds up. Whereas a group flight, which is already configured, which is already purchased, the Rawaf has already purchased them, it's already scheduled, etc., you have a much better chance with a group flight. But if you have to have a custom flight for a number of reasons, you have to drop off the children, etc., etc., in that case, look for the shortest distance and a direct route. Don't look for a route which goes all over the place, because then Al Musafir, the GDS system, which is a custom system, will have to go and look for possible options in all those different places, extending your time. Remember, the name of the game is to quickly go through this process. You have to go through the 15, 20,000 visas are nothing, because there are a lot of people out there that are looking for Hajj package. So you want to go through the process as fast as possible. So avoid custom flights if possible. Okay. But if you have to, look for the shortest one with the most direct route. Now, on the day of the package sale, we've gone through this before, but I'm just going to review this one again. Seek Allah's help. On the morning, on the before, like half an hour before, do 2 rakat nafil salah, or if it's early in the morning, do your tahajjud salah. Ask Allah's help. Ask Allah's help. The Mufti at the last session also made a very good suggestion. Give a sadaqah. Sadaqah makes your path a little bit easier with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay? Give the sadaqah. Stay calm. Frustration and anxiety will not help. Stay calm. And inshallah, if you join our Zoom sessions, we will make you calm, inshallah. Because everybody there, because we have built that environment, will encourage each other to be calm. Inshallah, will not be frustrated, will not be anxious, inshallah. Log into Nusuk, as I said, at least an hour or two before. And if you're placed in the queue, do not exit, do not go back into the previous session in the browser, okay? If you do get in, whatever you have configured, check and make sure you're good in that, inshallah. Have the package sheet that Rawaf has released available. Why? Because Rawaf will be updating that sheet regularly on a regular basis. So it should be updated live. So you can see as you're booking, where do we stand on the packages that I want? Okay, the gateways I'm looking at. Is it down to 3? Is it still 46? Okay, so go with the ones, that way you can look at the one that has the highest availability and go for it. And inshallah, you will get that one, inshallah. Join our Zoom session. This is the link, inshallah. We'll keep the same link, inshallah. So join our session 30 minutes before. I put 6:30, assuming it is on this Sunday. We don't know that. We will update this, inshallah ta'ala, as soon as we know the exact time. Okay. The process, quick process, how the purchasing process. You go to your shopping cart, you click on the package, and it should be telling you to check out. You do that one, and then you confirm the summary. You make the payment. In case if it's successful, you will see the message on the screen, and then you will also receive an email, as well as you will see it under your profile. Okay. If it is not successful, you empty the shopping cart and you basically look for your other packages from the preferred list. You put it in the shopping cart and you go through this process. And inshallah, if not the first one, in the second try, you should be successful. Inshallah ta'ala. After you book the package, first thing, again, stay on the Zoom session. I know I previously have asked you to do the Nafil Salah. Hold the Nafil Salah. Okay, because we are a family. Let's help each other first. Stay on the Zoom session to encourage and offer helping hand. Based on our previous experience from the last the phase 1 sale, the people who have logged in and completed the package, they were able to help the others much more. So please stay on this thing. Once we complete our Zoom session, once the phase 2 is completed, go and do your 2 rakat nafil salah. Thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the blessing. Make dua for the people who have not gotten the package yet, and make dua for us and the rest of the Rawaf team. Okay. Save the itinerary either on paper or in a file. Very important. Okay. This is just in case. I am risk prone. I mean, I don't like to take the risk. Have it printed, have it in file. In case if something goes wrong, you have a paper copy or in a file. You can go back to, you can go back, refer to it. You can send it to Nusuk, etc., etc. Save the itinerary. Optionally, also, we would like you to message us with the service provider name and the package number. This is not necessary, but it'll just help us to understand that you know what packages you have received, just so that you know we are aware of how things are moving, inshallah ta'ala. Just message us directly. You can WhatsApp us with this information, but this is not necessary again. Now, for the people who book the package in phase one, okay, the next some of the information is for that one. I'm trying to go a little bit quickly because I want to give as much time as possible for the Q&A. Okay, if you have packaged this thing, Mabruk, Alf Mabruk, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you Hajj Mabrur, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give you the strength, the guidance to go there and get the most out of it. Now, one thing, please start preparing yourself with patience. You will need lots and lots of patience in spite of all the great arrangements. Ministry might do all the great arrangements. Rawaf will do great arrangements. Your guides will do. There are still challenges. As the Mufti has said, challenges are nothing but opportunity. It's nothing but for an opportunity for you to get closer to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala with your patience, with your willingness to accept the challenge and work with it, inshallah ta'ala. Wait for a few weeks. Our recommendation is that you not do the withdrawal of the excess funds immediately. Just wait for a few weeks. Our expectation is it's not a very large amount, okay? This is just out of caution. We recommend that you wait for a few weeks before you do the withdrawal. Definitely, definitely do not touch the button. There is a button in the package information that says refund. Please do not touch it because once you start the refund, you lost the package. The refund is basically cancellation of the package. Hajj visa will be issued by the ministry through the Nusuk platform. You don't need to go anywhere. You don't need to go asking anybody. You will receive your Hajj visa by email and in the Nusuk account also. This is somewhere like about 6 to 7 weeks before the travel. Just relax. You will get it, inshallah. Same thing with the airline tickets. Airline tickets also will be issued through the Nusuk platform, as well as you will receive an email also. A month or so before the travel time, you will receive this one. Carefully review the itinerary, especially flight dates, especially if you have to do any connecting flights. You need to look at them carefully. You do not, the dates, you have to look to see if it is a departure or arrival, because you do not want to do your connecting flight one day later. And by doing that, you might get into trouble. Make sure to look at the gateway correctly. Okay. Look at the gateway correctly. When it says Washington, it means Washington, D.C., which is basically Dulles Airport. It is so look at the airport, look at this thing carefully. Connecting flight allows sufficient time for any issues. The flights can get canceled. There can any kind of thing can happen. Allow some time so that you can either take the next flight or even if necessary drive. I don't know, okay, depending on the situation. But do not, if there are connecting flights, do not schedule them close one behind the other. Please do not do that. Again, start checking the supplies list. We have generated a supplies list. Okay, that let me just quickly show the format of that one. Okay, this is the supplies list. This is something that we have put together. Basically, the ihram. One ihram will be provided by Rawaf. Okay, the Rawaf gift bag will include ihram for men and a scarf for the sister. Water container. There is an umbrella. Some toiletries are there. There's a very good handbag. The prayer mat, Quran, wet wipes, and lots of other things are in there. But the ihram is included. What we do ask people still is to get another ihram. Okay, we ask people to buy another ihram and keep it just as a backup ihram, basically. Okay, so here are some suggestions, recommendations. The ihram is here. Most ihram is available in these links. By the way, these are just an example links. You don't have to buy it from Amazon. Okay, but go to that link so that you understand what we are referring to here, and then go and purchase it from wherever you are comfortable. Okay. Ihram, you should most probably buy it from your local store. Please help your local store. That's the best thing that you can do. Okay. So, medicine, be very careful. Look at the duration of your travel. Make sure any prescription medication that you need, you have it with you. It's very, very important, and our recommendation, and we'll go over this a lot more detail. Just take a look at it. These are some of the other things, the weather related, the camp related ones, electronics. Okay. Oh, one thing that this is something that I want to point out. People who need insulin on a regular basis. Insulin during the Hajj time, the 5 days of the Mashar days, you are going to be away from your hotel room, no refrigerator. There are coolers, there are portable coolers that you can get. Okay. So make sure you get one if you need the insulin injection, which needs to be kept in a cooling environment. Or if there is another medicine that needs to be kept in the cooling, make sure to get this one if it becomes necessary for you. Okay. So just kind of review it. And we are more than welcome if people have some suggestions. We are more than welcome to that. But this is a very extensive list that we have found to be very, very useful, alhamdulillah. So let's get back to our presentation. Okay, start exercising. Very, very important because Hajj is spiritually very, very enriching, but also physically it's very strenuous. Because what happens over there is, even though we do recommend people not to go out of their way to performing extra umrahs, etc., before the Hajj, because we want people to rest up before the Hajj. Okay, but what we do recommend is start exercising, watch your diet, get ready for the Hajj physically. It's very, very important. Oops. Why is it? Okay. Now, there is in Rawaf, if you go into the Linktree Rawaf Global, Rawaf's Hajj dashboard is available. This is a very, very useful, this one. Okay. So go into the Rawaf, this thing, and if you scroll down, you will see Rawaf dashboard. Very important, very useful. This is your online itinerary. Everything is right here. So if you go in here and enter your passport, it'll bring up all your information. Okay, it'll tell you which hotel you are in, is it shifting, non-shifting, etc. It'll tell you the hotel in which is your first hotel, second hotel, third hotel. So for example, if you look at it, the first hotel is the Misk, which is in Medina. Your second hotel is Tilal, which is right next to Haram. And then this is the shifting hotel, shifting package. Then you'll come to IBIS. It gives you the dates. And then there is another very, very useful section here. This one, you may not find all the data yet. Rawaf is still in the process of uploading all the data. So you will find your flight ticket information here, and then you will find your train ticket information here, your visa information, your passport information here. This is your dashboard, personalized for you, okay, with all the information that you need. So go and start getting used to it, start learning it basically, and at least you will have it available. Do this on your mobile, on your smartphone. We will discuss this a lot more detail. This is just, I'm trying to introduce all this information. People ask us regularly, how do we become part of your group? Okay, mashallah, we have two muftis and a whole lot of other very, very experienced and dedicated and enthusiastic team members. So people ask us, how do we become part of your group? Well, what's going to happen is Rawaf will send out a survey once all the package sales is over, asking you to select the guide team. Please select us, inshallah ta'ala, so that we can serve you better. This is our code. They will ask you for a code. This is our code, inshallah. So this is what we request, inshallah ta'ala. Look for it. So let's get into the Q&A session, inshallah. Okay. Hafiz Salah,
Yes.
can you go through the questions, please?
Um, okay. So one of the questions are, is custom flights available in phase two and do the same rules apply of it if not recommended? Sorry, of it
Uh,
not being recommended.
I'm sorry, what's the last part?
So is custom flights available in phase two and do the same rules apply of it not being recommended?
Yes, yes. Custom flights will be available, inshallah, in phase two. Okay. And as I've said before, we do not recommend it simply because it adds another 2, 3 minutes into your configuration. Remember, there are thousands of people looking for packages. So you want to get to the sale, purchasing one. So if you go with a custom flight, because custom flight cannot be configured ahead of time, you will have to configure it at the time of the purchase. So what ends up happening is the 2, 3 minutes is lost. In the 2, 3 minutes, someone else might get it. Okay. So our recommendation is avoid it, but if you have to have it, sure, go for it, inshallah ta'ala.
Okay, the next question is, so Rawaf 201 and 202 show 58 seats each, and flights available from JFK and IAD. I suppose available flight seats are equal to or more than 58, as some may have selected custom flights in the first phase. Is this correct? I have 6 people and I want to select a package with better chances, preferably from JFK.
Okay. If the custom flight, I'm sorry, if the package remaining available shows 58 now, these are the updated information. The one that you see right now, that is the updated after all the sale has been accounted for. So if it shows you 58, that means 58 seats are available from JFK, 58 are available from Washington. IAD is Washington. Okay.
Those who have bought packages, when will we receive our visas?
I believe I just explained it. You probably should get the visa about 7 to 8 weeks before travel. So I'm going to say sometime towards the early part of April, you should have the visa, inshallah. End of March, April, you will have the visa in your Nusuk, inshallah.
How can we configure a package for phase two, and how have people been able to buy packages after US quota finished?
Okay. Well, first of all, how are you going to configure it? Our expectation is we don't have this specific. We we expect Nusuk to open up the configuration at least a day before. Okay, that's what we are hoping. That's what they should be doing. Inshallah, ta'ala, we'll know this in the next few days how much time we have. Okay, but at least a day or so we should have to configure the package. Now, how are people able to get the packages after the phase one has been completed? Well, that's a very good question. Now, what happens is from phase one, there might be some people who will have decided to cancel their package for any number of reasons, health reasons, financial, whatever the reasons are. So when they cancel their package, the visas that they had, that becomes available for grabbing. Okay. So that is how some packages became, it's not packages, by the way, it's the visas became available. So the packages were consumed against it. So it's because some people canceled their packages, canceled their booking, it became that slots became available for other people to grab. But that's again very, very limited number. Okay. We heard of some in South Africa, some in United States, some in UK, but they were all few numbers. What the reason I put that in the group is because I wanted people to grab it, keep trying it because you don't know. Okay. But it is not a guarantee. It's not a large number. It's just a small number. Next.
So will the price of the packages change, and also the package that you already have in your shopping cart, would that still be available for purchase?
Okay, so the prices will not change. Okay. The prices of the package will not change. The prices of the group flight will not change. Of course, the price of the custom flight will change. As we have said, it's a marketplace cost, right? But the package cost and the group flight cost will not change. Okay. Will the package that's in your shopping cart will still be available? Well, that's based on the spreadsheet that we said. You got to look at it and you got to check and make sure that that package is still good. Okay. Will the configuration still remain? We are hoping it will, but we don't know that for certain. We have to just wait and see.
Okay, so is the Rawaf Google Sheet with packages actually up to date?
That they are trying to keep it as up to date as possible. Yes, it is.
Let's see. Okay, as per Rawaf spreadsheets, we still have 6,774 out of 9,751 seats available globally, and 876 out of 1,400 seats for USA. Is this correct? Correct. This means that during phase one, Rawaf sold just 30% of the seats.
Okay, let's not get into the specifics, but yes, there are lots of packages still available. We still have a lot more to go, inshallah, alhamdulillah. So just look at that from perspective. The numbers that you're saying are kind of right, but I don't want to get into that. But all you need to know is we are doing very good. We still have lots of packages available, and just go for it. Don't worry about these numbers. Look at the package list of for the which one has the highest number of seats available and go for it. Don't worry about how much is available. Inshallah, we have plenty visas available, plenty packages available. Inshallah ta'ala, we will we are in good situation, inshallah. The only thing I ask is be ready and available to start jump in with full enthusiasm, okay, when the next phase starts, inshallah. Next.
Uh, During the package sale, I got a message, room capacity full for package 202. Although we still have several seats still available for Rawaf 202 globally and for Houston, USA.
Yeah, that could be for a number of reasons. Okay, one is the package is still available. Either the occupancy you had requested might have run out, or the group flight that you requested might have run out. Okay, I don't know the specific case, but you will find that if any of your configuration does not meet the availability criteria, in that case, you will get that message.
Do you have a list of all the packages that are still open from US, not only from Rawaf?
No, we only have the information from Rawaf. We don't have the information from other service providers. And again, this is why we are asking for people to consider Rawaf is because we can help you with Rawaf. Okay, we can guide you through that, and we can get you going as quickly as possible.
Okay, so this question is somebody from the Netherlands. There is a rumor that in the second phase, countries whose visa quotas have been fully used, such as the United States, Canada, and the Netherlands, will not be eligible to participate. Is this true? Uh, what advice do you have for us who have not yet received the package? And is it acceptable for us to attempt to log in and participate in the package sale regardless?
Absolutely. I mean, when the package sale starts, don't allow any rumor to get you out of the race. Okay, unless we come and tell you very clearly that certain countries are not eligible in phase two, for example, ignore all those rumors. Just be ready. Just be ready to go. I mean, be ready to go. Even in the last minute, if you come back and say, oops, we thought you're not going to be eligible that country. Now we found out you're eligible. You should be ready to go. Okay. My recommendation to people is be ready to go. Don't allow any rumors to get you down. Don't allow anything that says that, this country is not eligible, that country is not eligible, something is going to go differently. Don't get into that one. Okay. Your focus should be, I want to get the package and I'm ready. Okay, I'm ready to see when brother Farid puts out the group message, when Rawa puts out the message that's saying that the package sale is going to start at a certain time. Just go with it. Inshallah, inshallah, Allah will help you on that.
So the flight, which was selected in a group flight, we are seeing below, that has a note. Please note that the dates may change by one or more days when the e-ticket is issued. Does that
Okay,
mean flight date and time is not accurate? And when
okay.
will tickets be issued?
All right. The that is basically a disclaimer that like anyone else puts out there. Those flights have already been booked. It is not something that they are going to go there and look in the marketplace. Okay, the Rawaf has already booked those flights. They are just putting that as a disclaimer in case the airline makes a change, because airlines can sometimes make a change. Inshallah, they will not. These are all the confirmed seats. Inshallah, you should be good. Now, for the connecting flights, I have recommended when people have called me, just wait for a week. Okay, I'm not expecting anything to change, but I don't want people to take the risk. Just wait for 1 week before you do any connecting flights. Now, I answer the question: when will the tickets be available? Tickets by the physical tickets, the virtual tickets will be available about a month and a half or so before the travel date. So if you're traveling by middle of May, for example, expect you to have the tickets by late March, early April, inshallah ta'ala.
If we are going to Medina first and reaching Mecca 24th, when can we do Umrah prior to Hajj? Can we go from Jeddah to do Umrah first, separately from the group?
Uh, you can, of course, you can try to do that, but let's assume that we stay with the package. Okay, when you arrive on the 24th, you do have a little bit of time, inshallah, to quickly go there and perform the Umrah, and your guide and Rawaf will, inshallah, will help you with that one, inshallah. We are aware of this situation, okay, by the way. Okay, we are aware about the 24th arrival. Rawaf is aware of it. We, the guides, are aware of it. Inshallah, inshallah, we'll work with you, we'll help you to perform the Umrah, inshallah, inshallah.
My package has an 18-hour layover in Dubai on the way back. Will Rawaf provide hotel since it's over 12 hours?
Okay, it is not Rawaf that's going to provide this thing, but by airline will do it. I mean, I know that Emirates has confirmed that they will provide you hotel accommodation when the layover is that long. Okay, Rawaf has confirmed this also. So I just want to make sure you understand it is not Rawaf doing it. Rawaf is confirming it, but the airline is the one that gives you the accommodation.
My profile has been verified and I'm able to secure a package on February 1st. I just noticed on my Nusuk profile that my middle name is missing. Will there be any problem or do I need to call Nusuk to fix my name?
Do not do anything right now. It should not be a problem. The middle name does not cause any problem. Please do not touch your profile. Okay, anybody that has been verified, whether you booked a package or not, okay, do not touch your profile. Please do not touch your profile. We do not want any complications at this point in time. Okay, if there is any corrections we need to make, for example, we will work with you later on, inshallah ta'ala. At this point in time, don't worry about it, especially middle name is not an issue.
What is the availability of double rooms? What type of rooms is safer to choose?
Quad. Always quad room is the safest to choose, because most of the packages which have quad rooms, that is the largest number of availability. Okay. When you start getting into double and triple, yes, a package might have it, but then when you complete the configuration, it double or triple might have run out, and then you will get into that's the message that seats are not available. Okay. So if you want to get the package, the quickest way to do is quad. Okay. But be aware that quad cannot be changed to double later on. Chances are very slim. I want you to be aware of it before you make that decision. I don't want you to go under this thing. Brother Farid said, take the quad and then we can get the double or triple. Chances are not there. Okay.
The Rawaf dashboard site is currently not working. When will we be able to log in and enter our information on it?
Actually, I had somebody check it yesterday. It is working, but it does not have full information. Okay. But for some reason, if it is not up and running for you today, give it a few more days. Rawaf is working on it. This is a beautiful feature that Rawaf gives you, by the way. Okay. So just be patient. They are in the process of uploading the data. Maybe your passport has not been uploaded yet. So just be patient for a few more days, inshallah ta'ala. When it is completely up and live, we will inform you.
We tried to configure the packages, but we couldn't since February 1st.
Mhm.
Why,
Because it's
why, why, why can we not configure any package at this moment? And when will they allow us to play with the packages again?
Yeah, we don't know exactly when they will be able to. They have blocked that configuration because the visas are not available at this point in time. Ministry has not released the visa to them. But we think in the next day or two, inshallah, they will allow us to start configuring it in preparation of the phase two.
Assalamualaikum, alhamdulillah, I got the package and I'm trying to join in Rawaf community group WhatsApp from Rawaf website, but I couldn't and it says something went wrong.
Okay. Rawaf has stopped doing the WhatsApp groups. Okay. You have to join the Telegram group. Okay. So if you look at the Rawaf Global on that page, if you scroll down, you will see the link for Telegram by different regions. You should join one of those Telegram groups out of the safety of the use of the Hujjat's data, because in the WhatsApp, scammers can get your phone number and call and scam and all that. For that reason, they have moved to Telegram. So it's a Telegram group that is used for chatting going forward.
Salam, what I wanted to know is if Rawaf 201 has 58 seats in a package, does it also mean that you will have 58 group flight as well? This is in relation to the other question earlier.
Can you repeat that question?
So if Rawaf 201 has 58 seats in a package, does it also mean that you will have 58 group flight as well?
Well, if the gateway, if that list, remember that list is basically against the gateway. Okay, so if it is saying it is 58 from Chicago, for example, that means it's a group flight from Chicago. Okay, if it's a custom flight, it'll tell you later on global custom and the number against the package. Okay. So if you're looking at 58 against the gateway, that means it's a group flight.
I bought a custom flight from Dubai to Jeddah, but it looks like the baggage is not included in the flight when I downloaded the itinerary. Will they add the baggage or do I have to pay again for baggage?
That's a custom flight. You will have to arrange with the airline for the baggage, basically. So this is one of the reasons that we also are concerned when people go for the custom flight, because they need to look at all these details. Whereas with a group flight, Rawaf will have already worked all this out.
What will happen if a package was bought only by a very few number of people? Is there any chance that a package will be canceled if it has low buyers?
No, 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 no. I mean, trust me. I mean, let me put this very clearly. None of the packages will be left over. There is more demand than the number of packages available. Okay. I mean, that is a very good example. If you look at it on the phase one, within 2 hours, 30,000 was gone. Okay, so that is not a scenario that I'm seeing happening. Any packages being left over. So nope, there is no chances of cancellation. There is no chances of any packages being left out at the end.
When will we know who is in our package group so we can get into contact with the leaders of the package and the people going with us?
Inshallah, inshallah, as soon as the all the sales is completed, Rawaf is going to assign the guide, and the guide will connect with you, possibly create a separate group, so that then at that point you will start knowing who all are in your specific groups, inshallah. Ta'ala. We will get through this one immediately after Ramadan, inshallah.
Um, I didn't include the Qurbani in my package. What do I need to do?
Okay, that's a good point. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, when you look at the Qurbani people who have not purchased the package, and if you're going to look at it, you got to look at the conditions very carefully. Okay, in the Qurbani, it talks about doing the Qurbani within the prescribed time from 10th to the 13th. I know there are different views on this one. Okay. In the Hanafi view, from the best that I know, the Qurbani has to be done before you can come out of Ihram. Whereas there are some other rulings that says as long as you have ordered it, it's okay. So talk to your local imam or talk to our mufti when we do our fiqh sessions, get the understanding, and then you can make your best decision. But if you have not booked it through Nusuk, there is a Saudi government website, as well as there are some other possible options in locally in Saudi Arabia that you can use to order the Qurbani. Okay. Now, Rawaf does not make the arrangement for the Qurbani, and me being part of the Rawaf, I cannot make arrangements for the Qurbani, but there are quite a few options, inshallah.
To book a domestic flight, do we need to wait until March, when the ticket is issued?
No, not really. I'm just asking for people to wait for a week or so just to for things to settle down. Sometime in the month of towards the late part of this month or early part of March, you should be able to book a connecting flight, if not earlier. I'm just asking for people to be a little bit patient, but you should be able to book it earlier. But when you book it, remember, give yourself some extra time.
Um, I bought this package Rawaf 403 to Lal 5-star. The trip starts on May 14, 2026. My flight will be from Dubai to Jeddah. My package is in Medina first. Will you provide transportation from Jeddah to Medina?
Yes, yes, absolutely. Rawaf members will meet you in the Jeddah airport and will take you to the transfer to the bus trans. It will be the bus transfer from the airport to Medina. They will guide you. They will take you to the airport, and the bus will take you straight to the hotel. And at the hotel, Rawaf team as well as the guide will, inshallah, be available to take care of you from there onwards. Don't worry about transportation; is very well taken care of, inshallah.
So alhamdulillah, we three friends got the same packages. Can we stay in the same room, in the same camp?
Okay. Well, the camp will be the same because the package is the same package. What's going to happen is once all the packages are sold, Rawaf is going to send out a survey, and the guides will also have the option. At that point, you can put the request interview together, and inshallah, Rawaf will be able to honor it. But this is something that you'll have to request it when they send out the survey.
What is the reason why we should not withdraw funds if we already got a package?
The reason is just out of abundance of take not taking any risk, basically. Okay. In case if some adjustments have to be done to the package, or if you decide to get the Hadi, for example, because you can, by the way, if somebody has not requested the Hadi, and if you believe it's okay to request the Hadi from the 10th to the 13th, you can still go back into your account, and I have to figure this out exactly. You can go into configuration and you can add the Hadi through the Nusuk also. Okay. I'm just asking for a week or so, just the way I'm asking for connecting flights to be wait, and for connecting flights, same thing for the withdrawal. Just give us a week or so, inshallah.
Okay, so these are two questions from two different people, but do you know when phase two is going to be yet? And if there is a phase three, do you know when that will be?
Okay. First of all, phase two, we don't know exactly, but we expect it to be either this Saturday or Sunday. We don't have the exact time and all that. As to phase three, we do see a phase three coming. I cannot speak exactly for when, but probably a week after the phase two is when I'm going to expect the phase three. Phase three is anything that is, for some reason or the other, gets left over from phase two, that'll become phase three.
Can you please repeat your group code so we can make sure we are in your group?
Okay, let me just share that back again very quickly. This is our group. This is, you can see it here. This is the number RG7831, and it goes with my name, Farid Ahmed. When that comes in, my name and that code will come together, and that is what you should be requesting, inshallah ta'ala. Okay, go ahead. Next, please.
Is the phase two open for US residents, or will we be able to participate in phase three only?
Our understanding is everybody that is in the Nusuk service countries will be eligible for phase two. We do not know that any country that would be limited. So yes, United States also, residents of United States also can participate in phase two, inshallah.
See, can Rawaf arrange transportation to Makkah first to do Umrah before going to Medina if our package is in Medina first?
You have to follow the transportation that the package the way it is. Rawaf cannot make some additional arrangements like that. But of course, as we said earlier, you can travel on your own, but Rawaf will follow the package basically, how the package is configured.
That's it.
That's it. Are we done?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Jazakallah khair. I mean, be prepared. Keep your eyes open. Salah, did you go down to all the questions? Because there is one other question that I think there's just one question that was just added, I think. I see a question. My parents and son got the package.
Yeah, this is from Mina to Jamarat. Can it be possible
Okay.
to help them?
If the group, as a group, people will help each other. Okay, inshallah, you all become together. But if it's a wheelchair, it's a problem. Please understand that. Okay. I do not want anyone to be under the impression that the group will be able to push the wheelchair, etc., assist with the wheelchair. Although Rawaf will clearly state that we are one family, but do bear in mind these are all individuals there. Okay, so Rawaf cannot just arrange for lots of people to be pushing the wheelchair. Please understand that one. Okay, have the right expectation set. But if they are elderly, as long as they are able to walk, don't worry about it, inshallah ta'ala. The group, especially my group, the way I develop my group is to become one big family. Okay, so they all become one family. They look out for each other, inshallah ta'ala. They should be fine, inshallah ta'ala. Other than wheelchair is my biggest concern. I don't want people to have the expectation that there will be people to push the wheelchair. Okay.
No, there's a couple more questions now. I mean, this was already answered about the second phase, but can we configure a package now because it says
You
it's
cannot
reached
configure
full
package.
capacity?
Again, I answered this one. You cannot do it because right now the visas are not available. They have not opened up the configuration. Once they open up the configuration in preparation for phase two, then you'll be able to configure it. Right now, you cannot configure it.
Since we are arriving in Medina, will Rawaf coordinate for us to do Umrah? We are arriving on 5/21.
Yes, yes. I mean, once you arrive into Makkah, okay, there will be shuttle buses and the guides will work with you to go for Umrah, inshallah ta'ala.
If I log in 2 hours early to the Nusuk system, will the Nusuk allow us to stay logged in or will they kick us out? What would be
Uh,
the best approach?
Our experience is if you bring up the Rawaf page, the Nusuk page, they are going to put you in a queue. Okay. Once they put you in a queue, then they don't log you off basically. They'll keep you logged in until you complete your configuration. So don't worry about it. One, they will not allow you to log in until the package sale is ready, and then you have enough time, sufficient time for you to complete the package purchase, inshallah.
Um, Abdullah, you said you forgot this one. I don't see your question here. So either type it again so we can answer that. Um, I think you answered this question about is phase two open for US residents, or will we only be able to participate in phase three only?
I'm sorry, what's the question, Hafiz Salah?
It's about will you be able to will phase two only be available for can you participate in if you're in US or is it
Oh,
only
yeah, I
available
think I
for us?
answered that question.
Yeah, you already
Everybody
answered.
can.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. If you're
There's a
done,
couple more. There's a couple more questions. Can
all
you
right.
recommend any site where we can order Qurbani?
We will discuss this during our logistics session. There are some sites, inshallah ta'ala. There is a Saudi site which is a recommended site, adahi.com, I believe. We will share this information. Just hold for a little bit. We will give you the options available for the Qurbani later, inshallah ta'ala. I mean, the official pages are either Nusuk or adahi.com. But as I said, once you land in Saudi Arabia, there might be other options also. But if you want to do it ahead of time, either Nusuk or adahi.com. Those are the two. But I'll give you the exact site later on, inshallah ta'ala, in our group. Okay.
Um, so packages will be a bit will be able for configuration before the sale date begins.
I think I answered that question.
Uh,
Okay.
I think there's
Okay.
one more question. Basically they want to know what are the next steps if we've already gotten a package and do they still need to attend webinars?
Yes, very much. You need to attend the webinars because now is the meat of the webinars. Okay. Now we start training as to how to perform the Hajj, not just from the fiqh perspective, but the details part of it. How do you go from Jamrat to the Haram? How do you walk back to the from the Jamrat to the camp? All these details we are going to start getting into it. How to safely perform the Hajj. Okay, it's like a lot more information we are going to cover from now onwards, inshallah ta'ala. So please do attend, and we are going to get you started. We are going to get you right into the mood of performing the Hajj. We will basically virtually walk you through the Hajj. Okay? Virtually, we'll walk you through each step so that when you go there, you are absolutely ready to perform the Hajj. It's almost like I have done this before, but that's a virtual one, but now is the real one. Okay?
Will
Okay.
there be any vaccination requirements from USA?
Yes. Yes, for all across the world, meningitis is required. Okay, we will get a little bit more detail on this one. You need to take the meningitis vaccination at least 10 days before, either a 3-year one or a 5-year one. If you taken the meningitis in the last 3 years or 4 years, check with your doctor if it's still valid. Okay, if it is not valid, then you need to take that vaccination at least 10 days or before the travel date.
For some of us that have had the chance to purchase packages in phase one, do you want us to log on during phase two to assist others?
Yes, please log on. Not only to assist, to encourage people, to give them tips on what worked for you, what did not work for you. Just by you being your big family. Remember that. I keep repeating this. You are part of one big family, and you should be there to help your family.
Is there going to be a different Ramadan schedule for webinars?
Yes, 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 yes. Once this sales completes, we are going to look at the whole schedule and we will arrange it to accommodate the Ramadan, inshallah ta'ala. Okay.
Um, is is buying packages on behalf of others risky from a legal standpoint? Example given, if a wrong package is bought. And is it considered cheating when others are waiting in queue?
You are not going to buy package for anyone else, okay? If anything, you're just helping them by allowing them to log in because sometimes people are not comfortable with computers, okay? So you're helping them, okay? So by you assisting them, you're not necessarily doing anything wrong, okay? But again, remember, they are still doing it. They are the ones that are doing it. We bring in the break rooms, basically. In the break rooms, they are just virtually doing the packages. You're not dying it, you're not buying it for them. Okay. They are still buying it. It is through their account.
And this is like the last question. Any advice on what to do different in
Okay,
phase
let's
two?
make that the last question because we got to end this session soon because there are other sessions starting. Okay. Uh, any advice on phase one? I think we learned some lessons, which is basically the queuing. Inshallah ta'ala, we will do that one. We have learned from it. Just be prepared from now. Phase one, everything was available. Remember that all the packages were available. In phase two, there are only limited packages available, right? Some of the most preferred packages might be gone. So you need to adjust it yourself, basically. Okay. You need to adjust yourself to make sure that you get the packages that has the highest availability. That's what you want to do. Okay. Jazakallah khair for attending. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help each and every one that's out here and not listening to this or listening to us, who is desiring of the Hajj Baitullah. May Allah grant them Hajj Baitullah and may Allah accept all our efforts. Uh, I know many of my group members, we've been working through this process for the last 3 months almost. Okay. Now is the time, inshallah ta'ala, Allah will help us. Keep reciting Talbiya Labbaik, Allahumma Labbaik, Labbaik, La Sharika Laka Labbaik. Innal hamda wal ni'mata laka wal mulk la sharika lak. Continuously keep reciting this one. And inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help us, will answer our duas and the duas of lots of people around us. Okay. But in those duas, please remember us and the rest of the Rawaf team. Rawaf team, I mean, I know Rawaf team has been it's like about 4 o'clock in the morning there, 3 o'clock in the morning. They have been constantly working round the clock. Okay. It is a great effort from Rawaf. So make dua for all of us, inshallah ta'ala. May Allah accept all our efforts. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Wal asr. Innal insana lafi khusr. Illa alladhina amanu wa amilus salihati. Wa tawasaw bil haqqi. Wa tawasaw bis sabr. Wassalamu alaikum rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.